Hello and welcome to Live, Laugh, Levitate. Today, I am going to be talking about conspiracy theories. Oh, you want to talk about conspiracy theories too? Okay, she loves conspiracy theories, but not just conspiracy theories. They're the ones from Hollywood. So the Hollywood conspiracy theories that I'm going to be talking about are certain celebrities in Hollywood and kind of the urban legendness, conspiracy theory-ness about them and what the media has to say about them and what fans think. So yeah, the four celebrities that I'm going to be talking about today are Paul McCartney, Elvis Presley, Katy Perry, and Marilyn Monroe. All right, some of these are spooky, okay? And I'm going to try to debunk if they are conspiracy theories or if they're real, okay? Or not. We'll figure it out. Do you want to help me? Yeah, we'll get it figured out and we will let you know. We are the media. We will let you guys know. Okay, Lucy might keep joining us, but number one, we got Paul McCartney. So I have my trusty computer here with some Wikipedia websites to make sure we're getting it right, to make sure we're getting it straight. So the conspiracy is called, my computer's frozen. Lucy, did you step on it? Hold on. Okay, I figured it out. She just stepped on the F6 button. So, okay. Paul is dead is the title of the conspiracy. So this comes from Wikipedia. I've heard this before, so I'm pretty sure this is the accurate conspiracy theory. So it all starts with in 1966, there's rumors that Paul McCartney, and if you don't know, Paul McCartney is one of the Beatles. You should probably know that. Anyway, he apparently was in a car crash and he died. And the Beatles decided to cover it up so that fans or quote unquote people wouldn't be grieving, so they could just focus on the band. So rumor has it the conspiracy is that he died and they replaced him with a lookalike. And people started catching on to this because the Beatles would put notes or clues in their work, like Paul's dead. There's this one song, if you reverse it back, it sounds like they're saying Paul is dead, Paul is dead, which they were probably high all the time. Maybe they were making a joke out of the conspiracy theory. Who knows, unless you're a Beatle. So that's pretty much in all of it. But on the Abbey Road cover, it's them like all walking on the road. I think Paul's barefoot and they're like, oh my gosh, he's dead. Because he's not wearing shoes. Which I don't know if I believe that one, but that is the Paul McCartney one. And Paul McCartney came out in 1993 with an album called Paul is Live. So, but does that mean the album was live or is he alive? We'll never know. So unless you're Paul McCartney, you know. So that's a conspiracy on Paul McCartney. Personally, I think that would be awesome if they did all that work to cover him up. But imagine fans saying that you're a lookalike of yourself. That would kind of be insane and cool, but that's the Paul McCartney conspiracy theory. Also, Paul McCartney is a living legend. He's still alive, unless it's his doppelganger, who knows? The next person is Elvis Presley. So, Elvis Presley died, if you didn't know. If he really did die, or whatever everyone says, he died August 16th, 1977. So like 40-something years ago. I ain't doing math. So, here's the conspiracy about Elvis. People really don't know if he died or like how he died. So I found an article of all the other articles that were posted, like newspapers, when he died and what the titles were. So I guess every website you go to, there's a different cause of death for him, and people have their own ideas of how he died. But the conspiracy is that he didn't really die and that he was still alive after August 16th, 1977. So there's many conspiracies attached to his name about his death. So I'm gonna read you some. I don't really know what I believe because I wasn't around at that time. Look at me, I ain't 40-something. But there was a lot of other articles saying that people claim to see him after that date, so they don't think he died. So that's one conspiracy, that he might still be alive today, we don't know. And then the other one, or the other ones, are that he died but different ways. So this one says that he died, I'm not going to read that one, that one's freaky. This one says that he was pronounced dead at the hospital. So he was alive and then died there. There's another one saying he died at his home by a heart attack. And then an autopsy led to some investigation, like diabetes causes, more like health problems, genetics, a cover up. Let's see. I don't think I've read any about murder, but no one really knows how he died. I think the family just wanted it to be kind of low key, but then people are suspicious of that and think maybe he is still alive. But I think he's dead. Ooh. Okay, this next one is kind of insane. I knew the Paul McCartney one and the Elvis Presley one, but I was looking up other celebrity conspiracy theories. And this one is wild. It's about Katy Perry. And the conspiracy theory is that she is JonBenet Ramsey. If you don't know who JonBenet Ramsey is, she was a child beauty pageant queen, and she was murdered at the age of 6. This happened in 1996, I believe. There's so many things wrong about that and insane. They don't even have the same parents. They were born different years, and she was found dead. And also, that's so insensitive to make that conspiracy theory, to say, oh, she's JonBenet Ramsey when they found her, and she's also a kid and murdered. Or to even talk about that, that is insane. Okay, our last celebrity is Marilyn Monroe. And there's actually quite a few conspiracy theories about her, so I'm just gonna read some of them. So the first conspiracy theory is that Robert F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe murdered to cover up their affair. Wait, John F. Kennedy's brother? Okay. Well, I know John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe had something going on with that happy birthday singing thing. Okay, next. Robert F. Kennedy had Marilyn Monroe murdered because she knew too much about the Kennedys. Again, John F. Kennedy's family, the president of the United States? Okay, that's a conspiracy. Number 3, Marilyn Monroe's death was accidental, but the true circumstances were covered up by RFK and his brother-in-law. Hold on, what was going on with the Kennedys and Marilyn Monroe? How did Marilyn Monroe die? Overdose. So wait, that could be many different ways. That could be suicide, that could be murder, that could be cover up. That does make sense though, but I don't know the story about the Kennedys. Marilyn Monroe was accidentally killed by her doctor and housekeeper. Oh my goodness, why would they do that? That's sad. These are all about her death. The CIA killed Marilyn Monroe to punish the Kennedys after the Bay of Pigs debacle. Huh? Do I not know my history? Number 6, the mafia killed Marilyn Monroe for reasons. Okay, last one. The CIA killed Marilyn Monroe because she knew too much about extraterrestrials. Extraterrestrials, like aliens? Right? Yeah, UFOs, what? What was this girl doing? She did not have time for all of that. Oh, I don't even want to voice my opinion. I shouldn't have a right to say anything. That's awful. Anyway, those were some Hollywood conspiracy theories. I hope you guys enjoyed. Kind of sad and kind of spooky, so stay safe out there, and I'll catch you next time here on Live, Laugh, Levitate. Goodbye.